crashing down, and we're building back up again now. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you.
Alright, let me see if I can get the camera to go back up and running now. Just takes a moment. This thing has tendency to and to not work. Look here, push the buttons. No, really, it's not working, huh? Let's try one more item. Go here. Check out the camera settings, make sure it's, there it is, it's active. Here. There it goes. Tell ya, sometimes you just need to hit the right button to just fix a lot of stuff. Sorry about the wait. Good morning, good evening, and good night. My name is Gyusho, and today we are continuing Ape Escape 3. This is a continuation, probably about the 6th one. I did a short one the other day because I was just really tired from working all day. So let's get into it. I finally got the Facebook one to start working on my device, and I figured out what the issue. I can't say I figured it out. I got lucky. I know some of you are going to say I look a little rough around the edges today. I need to shave. That's kind of the one thing that I always seem to let go a lot. But let's get into it today. So, if I remember, last time we finished off, what map was that again? Fistful of Bananas. Yes. Yep, that's right. We did Fistful of Bananas. We had to do it twice because I had an accident where I accidentally loaded this same save file, meaning after catching all the monkeys, I had to re-go capture all the monkeys again because I loaded a file that didn't have all those monkeys.
Here's another gadget. I'm going to warp over to you.
The RC cars were fun.
You operate by remote control. Learn how to drive like a pro in the training room. Want to go over to the training room to try it out?
The RC car is a lot of fun because you can get into like little nooks and crannies with it. It does damage. The one thing I do not like about the RC car is you don't always get the best view with it. There we go. Because like say there's obstacles in the way of the RC car. Like for instance, imagine where that phone is a wall. See how it covers it? And now you're basically driving blind. That's how you re-drop another car. Laying down, of course. Let's get over that. some of you may wonder why I jump over that. It's because
The RC car can fit through. You can
looks
also
and
drive
crannies.
it.
Yeah,
See
I
that
just
switch over there? Another thing. If you loop the car, will reappear.
right at your feet. Yep, just did that. So yeah, some of you may wonder why I jump over that little pause screen.
Wow, you can use the art.
It's because if you touch it, then what happens is you just end up going to the level. I kind of just want to get some of these coins as best I can. So just make sure this is turned down all the way. Turn that to silence. Flossing. You see, kids, that's what the original floss was. God. Punch monkey. I've been waiting so long, the water got cold. So, I accidentally hit the same button again. Let's go here. So yeah, this is what the RC car's for. So see that monkey in there? Sometimes the area will be clearly marked with a racetrack start and finish, but not always. So you just gotta get innovative now and then. Ooh. Ichiro. Let's I think this will be the one I won't need. Got it. And that's how the car works. Ah, this is funny. So, based on your character, the one on the right, clearly marked blue, is for boy. The one on the left is marked for girl. Pyrotechnic Box. If you ever wanted a punching machine, that's what it would kind of look like. Just get that there. Kirby Sage. Naked Monkey. Got it. Saru-san. Over there. I'll have to have the flying tool to get into that part. But yeah, so you would initially either stand right below where that gold star is and jump into it. Let's see. And no, I'm not a peeper. Yeah, I can't get that without the tool. Let's see. Anything else I can break? Nothing. This is the car. Goes. This map mostly relies heavily on the car. Like, right over there, there's the flosser. And there we go. There's that one. Get the money. So we can get the more music discs and pictures to finish up the complete capture. Or get 100%. Got that one. Yukimi. Uki Iman. Moki. Monkey's got some funny names. let's see now. Oh, you guys won't believe what I had to do today. So, my sister has this car wash adapter. What that looks like is, it looks like a weird hose adapter that has a cartridge right here that you put the soap in, and it fills the soap up with water and sprays it out the nozzle. She uses that for washing the dogs because it has multiple adapters. There we go. Which is kind of what you want. They do sell dog specialized tools for that, but hey, if you can improvise with something that does the job just the same, have at thee. And we go here. See, this guy should be in basketball, but yeah. So she wanted me to attach.
I've got the boat ready for you. It's too dangerous otherwise. To get into the boat, just jump in. To row the boat, rotate the left and right analog sticks at the same time. To turn right or left, only rotate the analog stick on the side facing where you want to head.
Roasted them buns. So, it is kind of reverse. Making some monkey stew. Anyone up for well done, monkey? Come on. I never liked rowing in these boats. By the way, if you don't know how to massage, the same technique as playing with this controller, just in circles. If you didn't know how to massage, you'll become a great massager once you master the ways of paddle boat. See how he just sticks like that? He's like, that's not right. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Drop the car, get in there. Take out an enemy if you can, that's fine. This music's kind of nice. Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, I was talking about that, the adapters I used. So, what's funny is, so the dog wash gun. Sorry, my brain went on a tangent. The dog washing gun hose thingy that's meant for cars, she uses for dogs because you can put your dog shampoo in there and it'll do the same job. Oh. Jumped in. So she wanted this like quick adapter feature on it. So basically, if you don't know what the quick adapter feature is, it's for it's like for air chuck tools. So it's a little bit that goes into a sleeve that you pull back the chuck, slide in, and the chuck locks it in place, and then it's stuck in there until you pull the sleeve back, and it comes out. So I got the bit. It's like that, and she wanted that on this tool. So to put it on there, to give you an idea, the adapter I am going from is about ½ an inch on one side. The adapter to the spray nozzle is 3/4 of an inch. So I took, and here's where the kicker was. So I took the chuck and I measured the inside of that. The chuck, the part that connects together when you unlock it and relock it, is 3/8. It's a different fraction number. So I have 3 numbers: 3/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch, and I have to get all these parts to interlock together and work. So what I thought would have been like a small, I mean like probably a good 8 inches, like smaller than that, smaller than 8 inches, turned out to be about a foot long worth of brass fittings. I got that much brass fittings just stuck together to get this part to work. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I have ever put together, and it is the most ridiculous thing I have ever put together. But hey, it works. Let's go around, let's see. Got me a monkey. There we go. Gotta double jump a little bit. Let's keep going. In one of the other Ape Escapes, there you actually go against some dinosaurs. Yeah, I got that brass fitting, and like I said, it's an excessive amount of brass fittings for something that's like, that I wouldn't consider a major plumbing item. By major plumbing, I mean like, this ain't something that's gonna be permanently affixed to the home. Like say your water, or like, you know how you have either copper or PVC pipes in your wall to run your water to. Well, this ain't something that's like a permanent affix. So this is literally attached to a shower hose line, attached to a bunch of brass fittings, attached to a car washing adapter. I'm like, whatever you want me to do it, I'll do it. And I got to work. It goes from silver hose to brass colored pieces to a solid black plastic adapter. And I'm like, it is the ugliest thing I have built. One of the ugliest things I've built. The ugliest thing I have built is before the shower hose, I took a garden hose, did the same setup, but it had less brass fittings on that than, let's go back and see if we can get the other monkeys. Yeah, it had, what you call it, less brass fittings. I mean, I had an adapter that went from 1/2 inch to 3/4, like that. Well, I got that hooked up just by screwing that on there, and then I put the hose on top of that, and the hose was already the right size for the washer tool. So it was literally one brass fitting, and that hose worked. Not with this one. This one took about 8 or 6 brass fittings to work, which I was not happy. I spent probably about 2 hours on it because I kept on getting the wrong fitting. I thought the fitting was originally like something like it was a different number, 5/8 or something. Wrong number. It's 1/2 inch. And that's what I thought was to the hose. It wasn't. I was wrong! I thought I knew the right number. So I spent like about 45 minutes trying to figure out how to get this number to this number, and it was just driving me insane. I'm like, why won't it work? Because it's not the right number. Let's get that guy. Tell me, if you've ever worked with plumbing, what is the most difficult thing you've worked with? That's not the most difficult I've worked with. I think the most difficult I've ever worked with was PVC in the ground leaking. Yeah, that was a while back. What's the most difficult thing you've worked with? Now, the reason why I say that was difficult, some people are like, oh, it's simple, you just cut it and put the bit in there. Well, we didn't want to dig too much because near that line was also the, we were really close to the power box, and we don't have wires up overhead. It all goes in the ground. So, yeah, so you can't dig too far left, too far right, because you might hit the power. That for me was more a little challenge. My uncle figured it out and got it fixed and everything, but yeah, I can understand how, but he got it. Smart guy, very smart. My uncle used to do masonry, like daily. He owned his own business and everything. That's some hard work. You want to talk about some hard work? Get some time in on doing masonry or construction. Scrambled eggs, get your protein. Yeah, that's I mean, I've helped my uncle and I've helped my cousins every now and then do some work, and that's backbreaking work. Really tires you out super quickly. There's some guys that do that job and they can, I swear, they put a lot of energy into their work, and that work comes out really nice. Alright, so it looks like the only zone I can't get into is that one there. Yeah, we'll have to come back to this one with the helicopter tool. But yeah, that's some hard work, especially if and some of you guys already know this. Retaining wall block. My uncle straight up calls those man killers. They're nuts. They chew up your hands worse than cinder block if you're not wearing gloves, and they're heavy. I mean heavy block. Some of them were like, I think the lightest one I've seen is 22 pounds. 22 pounds. That's the lightest one I've seen and worked with. And then they just get heavier. They don't get lighter unless you smash them into pieces. Next. Monkey. Come monkey go. 13 monkeys. Yeah. when I used to work at a hardware store with those things were nightmares. Because you had to do something called like depalletizing, meaning depending on how much is left on the pallet, you had to take it down like, by hand. Take it down to the pallet, and it could be like something around 30 block, and you just want to pull another one off the top shelf. You take those 30 blocks, you get the new pallet off the shelf, you put those 30 blocks on that pallet, and then you forklift them into place. Now, some of you are saying, oh, that's just 30 block. Buddy, that's 30 block that weighs about 26 pounds each, and they're not always in one piece, because that's, I can't remember the exact number that's to a pallet. I think it's like 50, maybe less, to a pallet. So I think I'm wrong on that. I think that's concrete bags. It's like 50 to a pallet. I'm probably wrong, but yeah, and that also depends on the block. So if it's heavier block, of course it's going to be on a what you call a lighter pallet. Or if it's heavier block, it's going to have less number. That's the word. If it's a thinner type of block, it's going to have a lot more. It's like I think there's 90-pound bags of concrete, and then there's 60-pound bags of concrete. So you'll always have less of the 90-pound bags of concrete on a pallet, whereas you'll have more 60-pound bags on a pallet. And that's because of how much the pallets can handle. If you overload the pallet, it's just going to crush it. I mean, no matter what physics says, even wood has to like give up sometime. If you ever watch a hydraulic press, if you got a buddy that has a hydraulic press, or I think there's a store, Harbor Freight, sells a it's like a lever hydraulic kind of press, meaning instead of having a pump the machine full of hydraulics, you crank it like you're cranking the car jack. Come on. And that'll crush whatever it is you're working with. Let's see, get this. Your boy may be dumb, but he is not that dumb. Let's go over here. Hit play. At least let me wear clothes during the rehearsals. This is Monk. This Monk right here. We'll call him a monk because, man, he didn't see me and he dodged. This guy went full ninja. Jeez. Got my butt handed to me by a monkey. Gotcha. There we go. Let's go up here. I missed a coin. And then there was that statue over there that might have a monkey in it. But yeah, it's the most satisfying thing I've seen is hydraulic presses just breaking stuff or crushing them. I mean, that is super satisfying to watch. I mean, like if you ever watch natural whirlpools being made, hydraulic press or something like that, I don't know what it is, but it's super satisfying to watch. It's like the equivalent of watching someone spin a canvas, and they slowly add drops of paint to the top of the canvas. You just watch it spill out all over the place. Yeah, it's just super satisfying. I don't know why, but it is. That guy. And go this way. We'll go. Cookie! Let's get this. And that. And this. I'd like to get a press one day. Not like a major industrial like hydraulic presses. But maybe like one of those hand ones, like from a hardware store. Just have fun with that. Another thing I'd like to do is I want to try and get one of their 320cc engines and make a go-kart out of those, because they got some good deals on some engines there. What's this? And like the Predator engines, those things are awesome. I used to have a motorized bike. They didn't have a Predator engine on it, but it had like an 80cc two-stroke engine on there, and that thing, yeah, I believe I talked about it before. That thing was fun. Yeah, I kind of want to get something with a little more oomph in it, and I'd like to make a go-kart for out here. It's a lot of sand, a lot of dirt, so I think something like that would be really fun for out here. And if I could probably talk to some of my friends out here that they do a lot of work on their personal vehicles, and see about getting a little transmission hooked up to it, because at 320 cc's you can get a pretty decent sized amount of speed and power out of the thing. I mean, my little 80cc engine went up to about 33 miles per hour. And that was like lean, not super lean, but pretty lean fuel, performance carburetor, and performance tailpipe. That thing was just nuts. And it still went 33 miles per hour. If I had a lighter, like a skinnier person on it, it probably would have gone faster. Because I weighed about 240 at the time, and it still went 33. So if you had someone that was like 160, I wouldn't doubt that thing really get up and go. I mean, for a guy like me, when before I put all the high performance stuff on it, that thing had some really good bottom end torque. But and I said this before, but one time on my way home, I throttled it up and dropped the clutch in, and the thing popped a wheelie on me, and it ended up doing a wheelie over the intersection. It was terrifying and fun at the same time, because when you're a kid, you always try to do your like wheelie pedaling in it and everything. You're sitting there, you're trying to pedal, and you're trying to pop the front end off the ground and everything, and you're just trying to balance it out right so you can do the trick. Well, when I first did my wheelie, I did it without knowing. It wasn't intentional. It was absolutely terrifying, because this wasn't one of the intersections where you just there's not a whole lot of cars. No, this is the intersection where if you want to get from the highway or the major freeway, you have to go through this intersection. Sure, you can take some of the side streets, but the side streets are always almost worked on out here. And it's just, so I'm sitting there, and it's like, I want to say probably about 11 at night. I just got off my night shift, and I finally get to the intersection, and there's cars, boom, boom, lined up, and they're waiting on me to get her up and out of the way. So I'm like, okay, thinking I can do it, I can get out of the way fast enough. And I get up and out of the way, and I accidentally do a wheelie. So it was terrifying because, one, having never done a wheelie, have never practiced doing a wheelie, if I fall in the middle of that intersection, I'm hoping now that none of these cars see a green light and just go. Because you got a lot, out here there's a lot of open road that people just come out here, they go to those open road areas, and I mean they really open road. Because like out here where I live, you can go about 70 miles an hour on some of these roads out here, and it's just, that's what everyone else is doing. Some people go faster, some people go slower, but a lot of people just go faster out here. There's not a whole lot of business stuff out here, so people just go quicker. You need to get somewhere, you need to get there soon, you need to get there like now, is kind of the mentality. So what do? You drive faster. Okay, I think we need to go this way. Hopefully the last 3 monkeys are in here. I win, monkey. Tank versus robot, tank wins. Tank 1, robot 0. I just got that song stuck in my head. Don't know where they got the Mr. Roboto song. It's just like, that's how my brain works sometimes. It can't stay focused for too long. When certain sounds like chimes and stuff like that send the thing off on a complete tangent. It's like, we're focused, build this, do this, do this, and ooh, puppy. Little tune, you're just thinking of a different song. It's like, no, where have I heard that before? It's just throws me for a loop sometimes. That's why I don't mean to stop sometimes when I'm talking. It's just because my brain's just gone straight line and ooh, candy. Straight line, nope. It's just hard to keep focused. And that's why I enjoy games like these. It's just the whole fact that even though I can't keep a straight line in my mind, these games, they allow for that. They allow for creativity to just, hey, these are for the people that can't keep a one track. Go. Do your thing. And I mean, it's perfect, because if you ever just like stuck on one idea, you kind of need other ideas to help see where you go from there. And, like, it's how a lot of great things are made. Oh. Jeez. Come on, great sage. Check them off. That looks like the OBS studio logo right there.
You really got quite a workout.
Like for when you do streaming and everything. Looks like that. I'm gonna mostly try and keep up with the between the music and the books. I mostly want to try and stick with the books because you can pretty much get up to what you have now pretty quickly. See? 2 books there, and or 3 books there, and then you have these. So it's a new RC car. More pictures. Let's get the RC car. We'll look at the photos in just a second. And you see, you just, as you go. Let's see. Nope, wrong button. This one. There's gotta be a way to swap the car. Oh, and if you don't, I thought it was a pretty smart design. So if you don't know what these little gears are that are standing up, that's basically like if you have a corner that you're trying to get around, like if you're driving a car in real life, these will rub against the side body of the car and they'll stick out kind of like that. So if you're hit it square on, like say a corner, it'll roll the wheel, and the wheel will push it out of the way of that corner, so you don't just break your car. Let's see. I'll look up how to swap these out in just a second. Burnout. Donuts. Yeah. But we got a new RC car and we got some new photos. So let's look at the photos. Ah, this is probably where you get the RC car from. So this is what you get, and this is what she would drive if you had the other character. So, and there are other cars, so you just gotta progress through the story. Let's see here. Save the game so far, and you see, it's just by doing stuff like that, you can get really high percentages in game. So that's Simian Ninja. Gunfight at Monkey Corral. So far the pattern's been 3, 4, and 3.
Hey, hang on a sec. I'm entering new morph data into the morph gear. This morph goes by the name of Miracle Ninja. It specializes in some very tricky moves, and it's fleet of foot as well. Master the art of the ninja in the training room. Want to go over to the training room to try it out?
Sure. My enemies will never see me coming. This is kind of my favorite. Oh. That's why. I mean, well. I mean, come on, you gotta admit, that's pretty cool. See? Continue training. Yes, continue training. I mean, when you're a kid, this is like the coolest thing. I mean, if you weren't like into Naruto back then, but you still loved ninjas, because like say you watched like a ton of Power Rangers, which is charged. That's how it's done. You hold the jump button, and it curls and flies. Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows watching as a kid. That and Yu-Gi-Oh! Just gotta shoot it. My favorite one to watch was Power Rangers, the Police Force. Oh, shoot. There we go. Premature prostate check. Again. Oh, at least it came back healthy. I know I shouldn't make fun of jokes like that, but I just find them funny a little bit. Because I don't know what it is, but things you shouldn't make fun of are funnier when you do make fun of them. I guess that's the whole thing with it being humor. Humor being a split between light and dark humor. So, if you're into light humor, you can make fun of, you can crack a joke like something about chickens or something like that. Dark humor, of course, being what it is, dark humor is making fun of someone else, a group of something. Got the blind man. Got him blind without looking. No camera in the right spot. So let's go this way. I was watching this thing one time. It was making fun of Naruto, and what I thought was funny about it was Cell. So Cell from Dragon Ball. If none of you know who Cell is, he's like the main guy for like half of the memes that go between Dragon Ball and other fighting characters, or like training characters, father and son characters. He's the main focus point of that right now. And the reason being is because Cell is perfect, the absolute life form and so on. But what's funny is when this guy, he gets a what's it called? He gets Guy Sensei from shoot. See, brain draws a blank like that. He gets Guy Sensei from Naruto, and he gets Lee from there as well. and he takes one of, I think his name is Frieza's minions. And what happens is he gets him and he attaches him to a cell as one of his minions, which is what I thought was funny a little bit, because the commentary he adds to it. So in the little clip the guy makes, he's like, okay, you're gonna show me your finest jutsu. He's like, okay. And he just, he's sitting there, and he's drowning Lee in this river. And one of Frieza's minions is sitting there, and he's like, oh my goodness, drown a bee no jutsu. It's a very dangerous jutsu. He's used it on me. He's like, no, stop. Guy Sensei, he's like, stop, and he's like, that ain't no jutsu. And he lets go Lee, and he's like, what are you doing, fool? You could have drowned me. He's like, really, Lee? You could have. He's like, so show me that jutsu one more time. And he's like, drown a bee no jutsu. Grabs Lee by the head and forces him back into the water. And it's because Guy Sensei is an airhead, and he's a powerful airhead, but an airhead nonetheless. Let's see. I'm always typecast as a pushover enemy. Oh. Go. Alright, so after this one we should end up fighting a boss monkey. Which one I cannot remember. Get on the pole. But yeah, that's what this reminded me of. That's where my brain goes off on tangents. Stuff like this. Trying to be no jutsu. This suit or this morph is like way overpowered for its catch ability, because as you can see I wasn't straight facing that monkey, and I was able to catch the monkey. So because the things can curve. There's probably a monkey over there in that zone. But let's take the trip around, because you never know. Yeah. But yeah, it's just that's how fast my brain works sometimes when it just comes to like wanting to go off on a tangent of something else. Never has to be anything specific. Never has to be anything important. It's just like, let's go left kind of stuff. Monkey. Robot. We got a robot. Robots. Come on. That's another one. Set to the top. Now, there are clearly the other monkeys in these tightrope zones, but I'm just gonna try and focus on going to the top of this place first before going anywhere else. Oh, come on. There we go. Caught me one of the famous Starbucks mermaids. Let's go this way. Get back. What you're supposed to do is just ride this. Like that. We'll come back and of course get the other monkeys.
Looking pretty good.
Should be another 3 or 2. Monkey yellow. And he's either the sumo one or the ninja one. Sumo. Just on that sound.
Oh my! What a cute little child you are!
You're kidding me.
Oh my! Such horrible taste in clothing!
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Tisk, silly child. Don't you know the mysterious traditions of Japan? You're showing your true colors, you know.
Why, you?
Timber. Oh, I'd almost forgot. Dear Spectre had asked me to take care of this little annoyance.
Annoyance?
That means you, sweetie. Oh, you're cute. How about I give you a choice?
What do you mean?
You can either fight me, or perhaps you could be my personal chef forever and ever.
No way.
Well, which will it be?
I guess I'll have to fight you.
You guys cooking for that guy's gonna be nuts. And that's how you deal damage to this one. Ninja attack. Up we go. Don't get me started on why those shurikens come out of his nips. Knockout! There we go. Go Don't ask me about how they designed this game. I just play it. See? Satellite's bad. Don't go with Dish. And if this game has proven anything, Satellite Dish is bad.
They've taken out Yellow. What now, Tomoki? Tomoki? Where is your mind at? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, Spectre, baby! I can hear you just fine, sweetie.
Those pesky humans have gotten
Should be
Yellow.
2 more monkeys.
You ain't that fat. I mean, Monkey Yellow. No way! Well, it serves him right. I'll be showing off like that trying to outdo me. But next time I meet him,
Hank.
Oops! Was I thinking out loud again? I really need to stop doing that.
Listen up. New orders. You cannot let those humans get by you.
Oh, baby, you know I've got a rehearsal after this.
Baby? Well, just who do you think you're talking to? I just gave you an order!
Welcome back. Hope that new morph came in handy. I'm gonna load up some new morph data for you to have fun with. But dear me, that monkey Yellow. Oh my. That was one really weird body.
It's what you call obese. Just walk away. And run! Let's see. Anything new in the hobby shop? Pictures. Let's try and complete some of the book. Okay. And I can get 2 CDs. I remember 50 CDs in total, 29 movies in total as well. We'll get the books later. Because the books are the easy ones to come by. Because they're cheaper. So let's see how far we are in the CD bundle. So 10, 4, 7, 18. Should have, yeah, got 18. So that leaves 32 to go. That's another 3,200 coins I'll need to have. And I think I only have 1 tape. So that leaves 28 tapes on that. But let's have a look at the art gallery, see what some of the concept artists. Secret photos. Someone's been kicked out. A little on the heavy side. No dozing on other people's futons. The teleborg has gotten huge. A bit closer and shish kebab time. Hiya. It's all over, right? That hard tackle left you dazed. K pairs off with the Telerobo. That's what I was told, okay? Yeah, got it. No, not yet. How much longer will it be? Yo, check out these long gams. Who was the fastest? The little RC car in the middle right there. Feels like someone's watching. But I'm on a diet. Okay, let's look at the concept art. Should be this one. Oh, a lot of concept arts. can't remember which of these robots were my favorite back in the day. Must be a later one. That's pretty much... Oh yeah, that's right. Teleport cards. So we've seen these ones. This one's a rare one. You have to find it in the bank vault. You have to crack open one of the ATMs to get it. Boxborg. This one drops a whole bunch of these little guys, which can be very annoying because he drops them in bunches every time it flies over the same zone. Okay, and that leaves another 12 more of that one to get. Okay, let's save. You see, we didn't get a whole lot of monkeys on this round, but because we keep coming back to the store and we get more, what's the word, of the items, like the collectible items, it increases our percentage more. So that's all I'm gonna play today. But if you're swinging by and hanging out, I hope to see y'all in the next stream, and feel free to message me as much as you guys want. You can stop by my channel called Geusho, Geusho. I'll pull that up here. This right there. You can visit my channel on YouTube and Twitch. Feel free to leave a message on my Facebook at GeushoGen. Say hi, leave game ideas for the next games you guys want to see after, and I'll most definitely try and get a hold of those games to, like, you know, have more of a discussion with you guys. I want to talk some more. It's very nice to play these games for you guys. It's very enjoyable for me. I really enjoy spending this time for you guys. So, hope to see you guys on the next one. Please stop in, say hi. Have a good morning, good evening.